Right now, I'm here. What day is it?
121 or 2.
121. We're still in Melbourne, Australia. I don't know why, but we are, because we're here for Grand Final week, hence the tie. If that means anything to anyone overseas, that won't mean anything, but that's a legend of our game over here, Australian rules football. But I'm here with another legend. This is Elise Elliot, and she is a car aficionado, a buff, and she has one of these, a 67?
68.
She's a year younger. It's a year younger than this car. A 68 convertible Mustang, exactly the same as this, except hers is blue, and she has, for want of a better word, tarted her car up, and it is in showroom. It is mint condition. It is creme de la creme. And you are. Why are you obsessed with these cars? Because I know you are.
I love muscle cars. I love Aussie muscle. My dad had a Monaro.
John.
Type.
No, sorry. I beg your pardon. Her husband's father was called John. I've the Freudian slip. Freudian slip.
So Dad had a Monaro, a muscle car, and he had to sell it when the kids came along and buy a Volvo, which broke his heart. Those Swedish brick.
I know.
Really, it's a contraceptive.
You know why
on
they
wheels,
have?
why
they have rear heated windows. Don't you?
Oh, tell me why.
So you don't burn yourself, you don't freeze your hands off when you're pushing it to a garage.
I thought it had something to do with how unsexy that car is. But anyway, so Dad had to sell the Monaro, and it broke his little heart. So I promised one day I would buy myself a muscle car. So I bought a 1968 Mustang. Now this is 67.
Yeah, 67.
So 67, 68, Sam, I think personally is the sweet spot for Mustangs.
Yep.
64, 66, sweet, a bit ponyish.
Yep. So they built them in the end of 63, and then they just a little bit of fine tuning until they got to the 67, 68, and the 69 when they made the Boss 429, and then they stopped them. Really, they changed the design of them after that. And we saw Bullet. You remember Bullet, the film?
So there's a 68 fastback
green
in Highland green.
Yep. So if you can get your hands on even a replica of one of those, they are worth hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Now, Sam, I want you to restore this. I've just restored my car. Took 6 months and a half my disposable income, but it was so worth it. So worth it.
No, it is. And so, and you actually are not. You're not just a pretty face. You are a pretty face, but you're not just. You actually put your money where your mouth is. You host a motor show, a motor program. Tell us what that is.
It's called Cool Cars, and we drive all manner of cool cars. So, the latest McLaren Artura to a fantastic Corvette from the 50s, and everything in between.
And I think you still do it with a great friend of mine called Dermot Brereton, who played this game, not with this man, but a little later. I was well before him, but he is a good man, and he's into the cars too.
He is. I think he likes motorcycles more, but
he likes anything.
Cars. Now, Sam, what are you going to do with this beauty?
Well, I'm going to. You've inspired me. I don't know about getting a new roof in it, but
a new roof. I got a new roof.
I gave you this wheel to put on your car, but it didn't fit.
No, this is a 67 wheel. The 68's really unattractive.
Yep.
Mustang tried to get a bit safe, and they put like a safety padded bar across it. It was really unattractive.
Yep.
But you need to put that in.
It mightn't fit in mine, but I'm taking it down to the man who fixes my cars. And now, what was I going to say about? I was going to say something about the wheel.
The horn.
No, I can't think of what I was going to say.
Spokes. This is a 67.
Oh no, so this didn't fit, unfortunately. So Elise sourced one from the States. Now she hasn't quite told me what it cost. I could imagine what one of these steering wheels, original from the States for a 68, 67 Mustang. I'm tipping. I don't know what. I reckon it's the best part of 1,000 Australian. There you are. So it's hard. Isn't that extraordinary? And they reckon. When you go to sell them and you want a price from them, they say, well, do you know how much the parts and everything are on these cars? So don't get too excited. That's what it's worth. So there we are.
Now, I think the most important thing you need to do with your car, Sam, is start the damn thing.
Elise, we've already done this on one of the episodes we did. I got back here and I tried to start it. We came around here, we tried to start it, I tried to start it. And as you can see, come with me. No, sorry, come with me. I did all the right things. I had the battery charger on it. So I left someone here to, my son, I left someone here to start them.
Well, you should have asked me.
So it's got it's got an inhibitor on the battery.
Yeah,
so
it has.
what I probably didn't tell him is to turn that on, so to engage the battery.
Yeah.
But so he tried to start it, and he left the ignition on
Oh
for
dear.
4 months.
Oh God.
So I eventually started with the battery pack. It runs like a chaff cutter. It started to leak out transmission, whatever
Like
the fluid
Shinoda
is
fluid.
out underneath. Yep, whatever
Fallout.
the fluid out underneath the dashboard. So I'm getting it on a flatbed truck tomorrow. We're taking it down to a man called Angelo, who has a garage about as big as your living room, but he is fantastic. He's a American car specialist, and he's going to tart it up.
I think Elise knows more about the Mustangs than you.
Elise knows more about life than me. She knows she's a very intelligent, and you're taking over, hosting a...
Oh no, I'm just filling in.
I said you're taking over. I won't mention that. I can mention what it is, can I?
Yeah, you can mention it.
And she's becoming a guest host of the project, which is a Channel 10 sort of a political,
kind of
up-to-date
news
news
with a
show.
difference.
Yeah.
News with a hip.
Lucky I'll never get an invite on there, but if I tell them a few home truths about the city we live in, they'll never put it to air
Now,
again.
can I have a look at the interior?
Yep.
I've done something very bad with my Mustang. Converted to right-hand drive because in Australia we're upside down, everything's the other way around. But this is the OG, original. Oh, we can open it. So we're talking, this is left-hand drive as it should be.
Yep. And manual.
Manual, even better.
Yeah.
Now I had this and I put my phone in there and it went straight through to the engine bay. So you got to make sure.
No, that's there.
Yeah.
That's got an inhibitor.
And this is the original heating
Yeah.
and cooling. It's quite complicated, isn't it, really?
And it doesn't work. There's no. See that you left that on too. That was. I just noticed you turned that
Goodness
off.
me, I know, right?
Yep, I just-
so that was it. Now,
probably
I
left the lights
got
on.
new heating and cooling in mine, and
Yeah.
I can really recommend it.
Heating and cooling. Well,
Yes.
when it's hot, I take the hood off, and when it's
No,
cold,
no, I know.
I think there's
So-
a hole in the engine panel there because the heat from the engine just blows in onto my feet.
I reckon
But
this
it's
is
a bit
beautiful
tired.
Car. You know what? She needs a little TLC,
It's a
Sam.
bit tired. As I said, Elise, you have inspired me by having me just seeing that photograph, that pictures of your car there. I'm going to tart this up. This got no mod content. I don't know why I drive it. I've got other cars that are modern
I
cars.
can tell you why I drive it. Sam, of all the cars in the world I've driven, and I've driven hundreds, nothing stirs the soul like a Mustang from this year.
That throbbing through the seat of the car and the engine, the noise.
The V8. No, is this a 3? I've got a 302 V8.
Yes, this was a 289, and then the engine. Angelo said, "This is a bit tired, this engine. Why don't you get a crate engine, which is a 302?"
Get a
So there's a
302.
302 engine in it.
Yeah,
So
I've got a 302 V8.
yes, so this is a 302 in it,
And nothing quite sounds like a V8.
it doesn't. There's nothing sounds like a V8, particularly when it hasn't got all the pollution gear on it.
Right.
Which is illegal because you can't register them unless they're legal.
And
But
I
it's
love
tired. It is tired, like the
It needs love.
like the person who owns it. And so I'm going. You've inspired me.
Right.
Well, Elise Elliot, watcher on the project, co-hosting, like a temporary host. You might take over. I don't know who hosts it at the minute, but it doesn't matter. So thank you very much.
My pleasure. Anything to do with Mustangs and you, Sam, my friend?
Good. So I've
Pleased
got
to
my
be
wheel
involved.
back. I'm not sure that that'll be appropriate, seeing as it's got that hub on it. But we'll take it down to Angelo, and if he can jig it up. So it's day what?
121, I think.
And we're here for another 4 days in Melbourne, Australia, then back to far north Queensland.
Can't wait.
Oh, can't wait.